To all of you, my fellow graduate, it doesn't really matter how or where you start. It only matters how we finish. And here we are today at the finishing line, stronger than when we started. Tonight is about us students who made it here. Our presence here is the testimony of our determination to achieve. And that is important because life is an amazing gift. And sometimes life throws opportunity at our feet. And we may think we are not ready for that. But it doesn't mean that we should not seize it and make the most out of it. That's what happened to me 3 years ago when I was given the opportunity to immigrate here in the US. I wasn't ready for that change. In fact, I was scared. But I also knew that it was maybe the only chance I would have to turn my life around. So when I received our immigrant visa, I resigned from my job. I gave up my belongings. I waved my family goodbye. I took my 6-year-old daughter and my yet-to-be-born son because I was 8 months pregnant, and we all boarded a plane. When we arrived here after 23 hours of flight, a kind family took us in. It was a complete different world, and it was overwhelming. I thought about looking for a job, but being 9 months pregnant didn't really help. So 3 weeks after my son was born, we were taken into an emergency shelter, sleeping in different churches every 2 weeks in one common room with many other homeless families. But despite all these adverse circumstances, I could still see the potential of greatness. And when I was introduced to FCC, I knew that was it. Then challenges started to speak loud. Like, how will I pay for daycare for my son, for tuition for myself, or every other need? How do I get by as a first-time immigrant, full-time student, single mom, part-time worker? But do you know what was speaking louder than this? The voice of faith. Tonight, we are gathered here to celebrate an important milestone in our life as students. And moments like this are important because they remind us that great and good things are possible. FCC is like an oven, baking us to become the product we want to be. So let's not be afraid of the temperature. Actually, let's take the heat and let the energy of that heat catapult us into our next step in life, into our destiny.